Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. ICP, we're going to take a look here, see what's going on. This coin's looking pretty decent here. Obviously, we had a sell-off, but that was mainly because of CPI data here. So if you weren't familiar with what happened earlier, we came in at about 3.1%, which is higher than the expectation at 2.9. So that caused the price of Bitcoin to pull back pretty significant and retest that lower trend line. So Bitcoin's still in good shape. I wouldn't say it's phenomenal. It's got some bearish divergences, but we still need to be mindful it could pull back. Same thing here as well with ICP, right? You just kind of be aware of what could and could not happen, right? So we're going to double check that and a few other key factors. So if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, love to teach people trade. You want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is the website, link down below. Congrats to our community members here as well for some nice profits here from Solana, good 110% in 20 days of trading. Yes, folks, that is a swing trade. That's exactly how they're supposed to work. And again, don't worry about our ICP or our Dogecoin trades, even though I haven't fully analyzed ICP yet. We don't need to worry. Those trades are set up and structured specifically for validation and invalidation. Okay, so we're still validated for both long positions. It's not a problem. In fact, we've averaged our position down, so we actually have better positions in both trades now. So it just depends on how you look at it, right? Okay, so again, awesome stuff. Also, quick congrats to Sir David Michael. He's our new admin here, so greatly appreciate all your help and efforts here. Thanks again for just helping the community. We got a lot of shining stars in our group here. Don't get me wrong, but that is a fantastic attribute there to have you on our team. So thank you so much. Taking a look here at ICP, we can double check a few couple things here. Let's look at the daily time frame, work our way down, see kind of what's going on, and see where we're at. Because as we've talked about previously, this coin is very bullish. Okay, macro looking fantastic. Just because we have a red day here today doesn't mean that the world's gonna end, right? But we do have a bearish engulfing candle, so we want to be able to close at maybe 13 or higher. That'd be an important thing for us. But the truth is, we talked previously about that 1280, 1290 range being a good support. So we'll discuss that here in a minute. Looking at the moving averages, again, we're all good there. We do have a stochastic swing to the downside. And look at this here, just this constant jigsaw up and down, up and down. It's not bad, don't get wrong, but every time it goes up, it comes down, right? So we got our stochastic swing down, and another stochastic here. Okay. We are starting to plateau here. We got, I would say, you could consider this a double top, which is something to be mindful of. It could imply the price comes down. You could even say this is like the beginning of a head and shoulders pattern, right? But truth is, I don't really like to go into those type of scenarios until we confirm bullish or bearish for Bitcoin. Okay, because again, a lot of that has to do with this here. So the truth is, there's nothing super bearish here, minus stochastic RSI swinging down, which is natural for the price action after it comes up. Okay, what goes up must come down. You kind of have that typical thing here. The key takeaway here is we're over 50 in the RSI, and that to me is one of the bigger support ranges, if you will, as well as the fact that we're over the 20 and the 50-day SMA too. So those are heavier, in my opinion, based on just the overall sense of things and how that works. Okay, so I prefer to, again, use the heavier weighted averages versus stochastic swings to kind of give me not incentive, but just to help me understand where the price is going to go next. Okay, I lean a little bit more towards those indicators being present. Okay, so we're speaking of being present here. We did lose the 20-day SMA here, so we just kind of got to be more mindful on the 4-hour time frame that we did lose that potential support. It's a very minor support. The 20-day SMA is more so like a trend setter, letting us know we're in a good bullish or bearish trend. Just because we're under the 20 doesn't mean it's bearish. It just implies that we want to get back above that to be able to have this confirmation and comfort in knowing that taking a long position is better. Okay, we're over the 50 and the 100 though. That's perfectly fine. See, we can see RSI here is tapering off. It's underneath 50 now for the moment, which isn't a definitive line in the sand. The prices are just going to drop because of it, but it needs to be back up over 50 for us to have some confidence, if you will. Okay, but truth is, 50 is a common little catalyst there for a bounce in either direction. Okay, so to me right now, with everything kind of averaging out right there, that's not fantastic. Stochastic swinging down as well as MACD. Okay, so these are for the most part, we're seeing a lot of bearish divergence in the 4-hour time frame. Now, do we take a short because of these three things? No. That's not what I do personally. I look at everything. The daily time frame still looks great. Until we invalidate our bullish trend on the daily time frame, I really don't think it's a cause for concern. That's me personally. Again, I just kind of go with more so the macro behavior here, and in this case, with the macro being really good, but the 4-hour kind of transitioning, it does tell us that we have potential for the price to come down. But we've got to understand too, we haven't established lower lows yet. We're simply retesting this level here at about 1265, which coincidentally, we have the largest amount of volume. Okay, so again, if Bitcoin can maintain its current price point, 49K or higher today, I think we're going to be just fine to be able to see a pivot and the price of ICP increase. Okay, we want to see Bitcoin dominance come down. Right now it is down-ish for the moment, okay? So that's actually a good sign, but that's because the price of Bitcoin pulled back too. So we want Bitcoin price to go sideways and the Bitcoin dominance to go down. Therefore, alts will continue to increase, right? People are going to be taking profits from Bitcoin, putting into altcoins, essentially. So anyways, that's kind of back-end stuff. Regardless of all that stuff here, 4-hour time frame, I would say, is kind of in a transition from bullish to bearish, but it hasn't confirmed yet, okay? We can confirm here that we're below some moving averages here that are important, so we will have some resistance at about the 13.05 range. We've known $13 as a resistance and or support level for a while now, so there's no surprise here. We take a look at TD sequential, we are overextended. We just hit an 8 on TDS. If you look at last time we hit an 8 or a 9, the price pivoted and did very well. It's not going to do the exact same behavior. I would be surprised if it does, but it has potential to reverse quite quickly, okay? So I know that. So if we get some stability at the current price point with Bitcoin, I think this coin will take off. Take a look at Ichimoku Cloud. We can confirm we are slightly bearish here. And I say slightly because we're just barely below the cloud. Okay, again, a closure above 13 today would be awesome. Closure below could imply we might see further downside. And again, that mostly hinges on Bitcoin. Bitcoin can recover back to 50K, then this won't even matter. The price of ICP will go up almost inevitably. Now, again, it's not a guarantee, but depending on how the Bitcoin dominance scenario plays out, we could or could not see the price increase. The truth is, though, right now, we are in a bearish type of situation here, both in the hourly and the 4-hour for this coin. So if you're concerned with that at all, we have an average fill, I think, at just the low $13 mark. So really, you should be down by like 0.5% or something along those lines. In fact, let's quickly double check here. Let's see our premium. We got an average fill here for ICP at 13.16. Okay, so we take 13.16, we go right here. You're probably down about 2%. Okay, so if you're down by 2% and that's a concern for you, maybe consider closing the trade. Again, it's not a big deal because it's low leverage, low position sizing. We haven't even averaged our third target yet, but if it's something that you're worried about, go ahead and close it. But me personally, when I have a situation like this and everything else looks okay, I'm not super concerned with it personally. Again, that's just me, if you will. But I have different structures in my swing trades. I highly recommend you do check out my signals guide so you understand kind of the difference between the day trades and swing trades, so you understand more so how to properly take profit. Right now, I'm not overly concerned with this, but again, there is cause for concern if we cannot close at just say 49K or higher from Bitcoin or $13 or higher from ICP. That would kind of reaffirm the fact that we might see further downside. And if we do see further downside, just know it'll come in the form of some type of lower low. Okay, so it should be somewhere in the 1250 to possibly 1185 range. That's more so a worst case scenario, but again, we'd still validate this uptrend here or the possibility of the price continuing as long as we don't come below 1175. So to me personally, as long as ICP doesn't drop below 1175, I see no reason to close the trade. That's again just my own ways of swing trading. But truth is, if you honor this trading style, these are the kind of results you're going to get. Okay? Again, it takes patience. I know these don't happen overnight. Some of these took a couple months, but most of them happen within the first 30 days. ICP, as we can see, is not on here. No, it is. We have a 7x leverage trade from ICP last month at 186%. Okay, so that's what happens when you're patient. Some people close that trade early because it didn't hit its first target in the first 12 hours. Okay, again, patience, folks, is key. Yes, we have some stop losses, but that's just trading too. You kind of got to get used to it. Other than that, that's kind of how it works. So that's where we're at here so far. Sorry, this is a long-worded answer here to let you know that is there potential for further pullback? Yeah, it could definitely establish a lower low. If Bitcoin goes to 45 to 47K, we'll absolutely see that. We may even see the price drop lower. But if Bitcoin can hold on between 49 and 50K right now, I think we're going to see a solid consideration for the price going up. Once again, too early to tell. We want to wait for some extra data before we go ahead and make that informed decision. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something here today. Last but not least, be sure you check out Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. We recommend them just because there's no KYC or VPN for our US and Canadian members. Awesome rewards to use when I like to register. Trading competitions coming up here as well with them, and they are just a phenomenal exchange. They've taken great care of our community. Thank you so much for that. Deeply appreciate it. Hope you all have a great rest of the day, though, either way. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.